What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Forza Horizon 2 doing a drift build of the Mazda MX5 Miata. Now, we're doing a little bit of a different drift build this time because we're going to be doing a turbo setup on this car, as well as running a little bit less horsepower than I usually run. We're going to be running just above the 300 horsepower mark because I feel like it's a little bit more tricky than necessarily going with massive horsepower sometimes. Now, one of the big things, though, that I wanted to talk about in this video, among a few other things, is with the contest with Mazda, the actual design contest with Mazda for the MX-5, coming up as far as the voting goes on the 29th, there are a few things that are surrounding that I really wanted to let you guys know about. Now, the actual design contest, you're going to have the 5 semi-finalists there that are going up on the hub on the 29th. Now, you guys will be able to look at those, vote on those, and really try and create the outcome that you guys are really hoping for with the contest. Now, as well, after that voting is complete, 2 of those finalists are going to be going down to South by Southwest in Texas, where I will be meeting them, and I will also be collaborating with Xbox Live's Major Nelson and Mazda's Derek Jenkins as far as the judging goes. And it's going to be sweet because I'll get to meet not only the designers and painters, but really get to see these cars and talk to whichever of you guys that are there. And I'm extremely excited to meet the finalists. The 2 finalists, I really am, because you can tell that a ton of people have put a ton of effort into this contest. I know I'm saying a ton, but still, you really have to respect the fact that a lot of people have really put a lot of time into these designs, and it really goes to show that everybody's been really going for this thing full out. And I really think that's an awesome thing for the community. It's an awesome thing for the game. It's an awesome thing for really everybody involved, and it's going to be amazing to see these cars in person and again meet the finalists in person. It's going to be a blast judging this thing on stage. I'm going to absolutely enjoy it for sure. Now, to talk about the build a little bit more, the specific wheels that I went with a set of HREs that I don't exactly remember the precise name of, but this specific look I actually kind of like. I like that mesh look on this car for some reason. It's a little bit different, and I can understand how some people might not like it. That's perfectly fine. There's a fine line between whether you like that specific style or not. There certainly is, but I think the biggest thing, though, is that front lip. That front lip really sets it off nicely, and I think it actually makes the body lines flow just a little bit nicer with that specific wheel choice. Now, also, something that I haven't really talked about mainly, or haven't really covered that much, is the fact that not only will the 2 finalists get to see their designs actually shown on 2 actual real-life MX-5s, they will also be winning a trip to South by Southwest as well as a home theater system. So, tons of crazy prizes in this contest. It's shaping up to be something incredible. It really is. There's a lot going into it for sure. I know I'm excited for it, and I really hope you guys are excited for it too, because it's definitely a huge opportunity for everybody involved, for the channel, for the designers, for the whole, really just the whole Forza community. There's a ton going into this, and it's really nice to see the Forza community getting attention on such a huge scale. I think it's awesome. I really love the fact that the community's been given this opportunity. Now, to focus back again on the build. I know I'm not talking about the build that much at all, but I decided to do something a little bit different with my tire pressure and my alignment, as you'll see later. My alignment is a little bit different. I went with a little bit more negative camber in the rear than usual, just because I wanted to see if I could get it to slide just a little bit more, trying to take away a little bit of rear grip, and just trying to do it mechanically instead of trying to do it the horsepower way. You can do it the horsepower way, or you can do it the mechanical way. It just depends on how you really want to focus on it. But the biggest thing, though, about this particular car is the fact that there's a little bit of a balance to it that you can't really tune it out. You can only enhance it. And I mean, unless you go, bonkers with your actual tuning or your alignment or whatever, you can't really tune the sweet balance out of this car. You can only enhance it if you really know what you're doing, and it just gets better and better the more you play with it. I think that one particular fact is what's been keeping this car really actually high on the list of a lot of a lot of drifters throughout the Forza series. I mean, obviously, there's other drift cars, but you'll always see somebody running a Miata. You'll always see somebody running a Miata. There's always, no matter whether it's grip, drift, I mean, even drag sometimes, you'll always see somebody running a Miata. And I think I might be reaching a little bit as far as drag goes, but these things are beasts when it comes to grip, drift. Back in Forza 4 when we would do toge racing up Fujimi Kaido, there's, I think, a ton of history with this car in many places, really. Real life, in Forza, just both in the real world and the virtual world. This thing has a ton of history, and, I mean, why not? Pop-up headlights. It's just, there you go. We're drifting at night with pop-up headlights. It's incredible. Like, you can't get away from the fact that it's just cool to have pop-up headlights and be going sideways at the same time. There's something so awesome about that you can't really, I don't know, you can't really define it. You can't really define how cool that is. And I definitely think if you haven't built one of these, it's absolutely worth it, because that's the thing with building different cars in Forza. Sometimes people kind of say, oh, well, it doesn't look like it would fit my driving style, or, oh, it doesn't look like it would go along with the cars I normally drift. But give it a try. Give it a shot. You might be really, really surprised. You really might be, because I think there's a lot of cars in Forza where I've just kind of not been totally into doing a drift build of, and then I'll get a suggestion in the comments from you guys, and I'll be like, well, maybe I should check it out. And then I check the car out, and I'm like, wow, this is ridiculous. So definitely, if you haven't tried this car or haven't tried building this car, really try it out, check it out, and I definitely think you won't be disappointed as far as your drift scores go. And it's also a really good car to actually help you kind of up your skill, because it really kind of forces you to rely on technique rather than just the car itself. So there's definitely that aspect of balance there that you really need to have in a car like this. But if you guys enjoyed this build slash announcement slash update, I know there's a lot of things going on in this video, then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.